Hey everybody, I am Heidi Bushbeck and I want to give you a quick tour of Miss Mason's music. I realize that when you jump into a new website and there's a lot of content, it can be pretty overwhelming. And so I wanted to share my screen and walk you through the website a little bit to help make it more clear for you. I'm going to do it pretty quickly, but I just want to show you what sorts of things there are and how you can walk through that. So I'm hoping right now that you can see my screen here, and so I've got the website open here, and sorry, I've never recorded myself all by myself doing this, so I'm hoping it will work. But anyway, you can see that we have this main page that will give you kind of an introduction of my goals for the site. There's a video of me doing an introduction. Some brief information about the website follows that. Kind of what's for free and what is a part of the paid membership and different options you have. Then if we there's these buttons at the top of that welcome page. You can learn more about Charlotte Mason at About Mason. You can purchase your membership under membership. You can learn about the general overview of each of the courses, the singing, drill, music appreciation, and instrumental music under courses. You can learn more about me. They're obviously under About Me resources. I have linked to lots of online resources as well as Charlotte Mason music books and different things there. If you need to contact me, you can use that button. And the user license just explains that please don't share the content that you are paying for under your membership lessons. And if you come up to the Welcome tab at the top of the page, we have a beginner's guide. Click on that. It kind of just gives you some tips and suggestions on what to do first. It tells you where things are, and that I suggest that you read under each of the subject headings. There are principles and a scope and sequence. That's the research that I have done, and that will help you understand Mason's principles and her methods before you try to jump right into the lessons. It will take you a little bit of time to read through those things, but I think it will give you a better sense of what you're shooting for. So that's kind of this beginner's guide tries to encourage you to take those steps. Then I have, it also mentions the scheduling your lessons. So as you see under here, we have the beginner's guide. Again, another place where you can link to Mason's general principles, her 20 principles. The course descriptions are also here under that tab. But here's scheduling your lessons, and then following that, music resources. Let's go to scheduling your lessons. And that page is going to talk about how each of these 4 subjects fit into the PNEU programs and their timetables and that sort of thing. So we don't really know exactly when music appreciation was done. So I talk a little bit about that. I talk about piano lessons being in the afternoon. And then following that is the schedule that shows each form and when they did drill and singing in their morning lessons. And I talk about what was historically done and what you could also do in a modern setting in a 5-day school week. So that should help you think about how you want to schedule that into your morning lessons. Then under each of these subjects, every subject has a principles page, which we'll go to the singing one, that it will have a video of me kind of talking and give you some basic principles about what the singing is. I'm still building the content for the website, so more and more will continue to be added. But then there's a scope and sequence, which will have a chart for you about what each form did for each of the singing subjects, as well as a written scope and sequence, and hopefully some links to different books that were used. So that should be helpful. Then each subject under singing, drill, music appreciation, and instrumental music has sample lessons. So if we go, for example, to the sample lessons for instrumental music, I have some videos of drumming right now because I'm still working on piano research. But if we go to, for example, the singing sample lessons, these are all free to anyone. And so I have links to those. Some of the lessons that I have on the paid membership are there. Not all of them are linked. And sorry, my child is crying in the background. And then I have some samples of folk songs here and some other advanced music concepts. And finally, we have the lesson page. And on that lesson page, that's what you have access to if you're a paid member. And it tells you a lot more about what solfege is, how you can include it in your days, and each lesson by term. So like if you would have each week or you would progress through those lessons. I'll try to do a second series of videos that maybe walks you through these a little bit more. But for now, I have 3 terms of solfege up. And then when you scroll down, there's folk songs to be sung and recordings of those. There's suggestions for hymns and for foreign language folk songs. And that I'll continue to build that material. When you go to drill lessons on there, this will just give you a sneak peek for what's there, but we have musical drill for Form 1, which is lots of skipping and marching, and then ball games and breathing exercises is an advanced book for older children, and I have videos that kind of help you walk through that for the first year for your kids. And if you scroll down farther, I have some dances that are pretty simple folk dances for the whole family to do, but probably more for younger children right now. And then musical games, which were done in the earlier forms as well. And those are labeled songs that will go with the solfa lessons for the younger children. And really any family members can participate in those, but they're listed by song there. So hot cross buns. For term 1, there's some music lessons or musical games that go here. And you click on those videos and that will help you know what to do. Then for music appreciation lessons, on there we have books linked that I have scanned in that I've found or purchased from England. I've done that with every subject as far as I could. Then suggested tips on how to teach music appreciation as well as a history timeline. And then when you scroll down farther, you have different terms. I have Handel and Bach done, but I have about 4 years worth in the works, and those will be added as I have time. And so that's there. And then in instrumental lessons right now, what I have up, as I said before, I have some suggestions for what Mason was doing with instruments. I have links to some music that the kids could play, as well as links to her piano program. And then I have some videos of drumming that is a basic instrumental rhythm sort of activity that you can do with your children who are just beginning. So that's kind of a broad overview of the website. I hope that's helpful for you to just see kind of what's there. And please let me know if you have any more questions before you decide to purchase a membership to see what's available. So thanks very much.